Well, it is Saturday afternoon, and I don't have any ideas for what I'm going to do for my VFX shot this week. I'm watching a movie with Bobby for his birthday later today, in like a couple hours, and I don't have any ideas for my VFX shot. Today's also my sister's birthday, so at some point I'll be doing stuff with her. Tomorrow, I think there's something else going on, so I have no idea when I'm going to come up with an idea and do the idea. I know I will, because I have to. Because that's the entire point of doing this weekend VFX stuff, is making myself do it, even if I don't have a great idea. I might just end up sticking a 3D item in a scene again, because that's really easy to do, and it really doesn't take all that much time. It's just so lame to be like, and I stuck a 3D item in my shot again for no good reason. I really want to be able to come up with something really cool, but I'm too lazy and I don't have enough time to work on it to do anything like super cool. And I need to actually get better at basic skills before I can actually do anything like really cool. So anyway, I don't know what to do. Okay, well, it's been a great talk. In other news, my sister gave me a piece of art. She gave me a photo that she took in one of her college projects that I love. I think it's a really cool picture. It's really awesome. It's titled Reflections on Chicken, which makes me really happy. She didn't particularly care for it all that much, thought it didn't really go with anything in her house. It looks great right over here. I have ordered a frame for it because it's a wonky size, and it should be here eventually. They sent me an email saying that they are behind on basically everything, so which is to be expected because of coronavirus, I guess. But anywho, now I have to come up with an idea for the VFX shot and do it. During the week, I was thinking about maybe just making like a little video about how I didn't want to make a VFX shot, and having the little orange robot from 3 Robots episode of Love, Death, and Robots standing there and talking to me, a little back and forth, but I'm not sure how to make the texture on his face switch to a different face, so I don't know if I could actually animate him speaking, and if he's not speaking, I don't know if it's really all that much different than sticking a drone in my shot. I was also considering maybe just mixing the 2 or 3 VFX I've done so far, and having a storyline with the teleporting, and also including like a hologram or something. I don't know. Those are the only 2 ideas I had, was do the things I've already done, but do them all at the same time. On another note, I stopped shooting in the fake log profile I had on my camera. I liked being able to color grade it, which it is much easier to color grade than just taking the standard look out of the camera, but it never looks quite as nice as just the regular colors out of the camera, unless I'm going for something very specific that I want to do. So unless I plan on making my shots look like some very stylistic shot, like if I'm making a short film or something, there's no reason to shoot in it, so I'm just back to shooting in the standard neutral mode on the Canon. This sucks. I really want to make something cool. I want to make something that is fun to watch. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to order food, because I haven't eaten all day, and I'm hungry, and that's what's happening. So I guess I'm doing that now. Like 4 days ago, my Postmates driver told me that he didn't know how to mark that he'd delivered the food. And like he told me that in person across from me outside my gate as I was picking up my food from him, so he delivered it. It's still just marked as arrived, which means he still hasn't marked it as delivered, which means I can't tip him. And it still shows me his location anytime he has the app open. I guess he doesn't have the app open anymore, but my guess is he probably doesn't drive for Postmates anymore because he couldn't figure out how to get a second order. Is their app really that confusing? I mean, this guy was in his 50s or 60s, but like my parents are that age and they would figure it out. I don't know. I feel like either he was an idiot, or, and this is what I actually think, your app, Postmates, is disgustingly hard to use. The same with DoorDash. I constantly have delivery drivers telling me that they can't see the information on where my house is, can't see my address, can't find me on the map, the place that I ordered from is closed, la-di-da-di-da, on and on and on. Like, seriously, I think your app sucks. But I'm going to keep using it because I don't have any alternatives to ordering food and I am not driving somewhere right now. Somehow you've done it. You've been a sucky company that's still going to get our business. So, congratulations, I guess? I don't know what to tell you. Alright, my food has arrived, and so has my thought process. There's a Blender Guru tutorial he does for his 1,000,000 subscriber special that's render millions of donuts, and he shows you how you do like basically a static render of just piles and piles and piles of donuts for basically infinitely. I'm gonna do a render of like piles and piles of junk, probably using cans and pieces from other models I have. I have a really cool can model with a cool texture, and I've got some other models that I can break into pieces that can be used for junk, but I'm going to try and do some simulation in it too. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to start on that as soon as I'm finished eating because I am now hungry. Okay, so I keep having these same issues in Blender when I try to do physics sims. The main one being that a large portion of the objects I have just fall through my floor, which is just because they weren't made to do physics sims, so their meshes aren't correct. Something's wrong with their mesh. But then when I fix the mesh, the thing that happens is that when it lands, instead of just like landing, they've got like a weird gravitational thing going on. Well, weebles wobbles and they don't fall down. That's what's happening with my cans in my Blender sim right now. Some of them are falling through, and the ones that aren't falling through are wobbling around. So I have no idea why. But that's why I keep not doing physics sims. Very, very confused. Well, it turns out my computer actually just can't handle a physics sim in general, so I'm not doing a physics sim because it keeps crashing. I guess I'm doing something else? Now I'm stumped again because I was like, I had the thing, but if I can't do a physics sim, then I don't really have a thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna spend some time thinking about it, I guess. I got tomorrow. I guess, I don't know. At some point I have to go watch that movie. I never did see it time. Well, shucks. Same day, new shirt. Trailer for Wonder Woman 1984 came out, and I sent it to some friends this morning. Looks mediocre. Teaser for Suicide Squad 2 came out, and they are going to fuck up so many amazing DC characters that almost nobody knows exists until just now. And I feel so bad knowing that we will never get the DC extended universe that we could have, because they're trying to stick 15 unknown DC villains in one movie. We already know that this doesn't work. Why are we doing it again? Please let this movie be good. It has to be good. It won't be good. Anyway, I'm about to get on my call. I have not figured out what I'm doing for my VFX shot, and I don't feel any closer to knowing. So, I guess tomorrow? This really sucks. It's gonna be really crappy. Whatever it is I do, it's gonna be real crappy. Okay. I just realized that I didn't record or vlog any of the actual effect that I ended up with. Like, I am so bad at this how to follow up behind the scenes stuff. So I chose to do just another hologram thing because that's what I know how to do, but I'm including like tracking this time to try and make it something a little bit more different. So I also did a character, which I haven't done before, but I forgot to record any of that or do any sort of behind the scenes talking about it or anything because I'm terrible at this. It's okay. I forgot to add noise to the hologram and it doesn't blend well. I also didn't know what I was going to do before I recorded my plate of me, so I'm just kind of sitting there doing nothing while there's like crazy stuff happening in the news, I guess. The point of these was never to have a good story. As I've mentioned a million times, the point of these is to have a VFX shot that I have finished. So yes, the story would be better if I knew what I was acting to when I had taken the video. But I didn't, and I'm not going back and redoing it, so this is it, and I hope you, well, I don't care if, well, I hope you accept it.